this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. I'm going to have the time of my life having the privilege to lead the Tiger basketball program.
We just respect the past and embrace the future.
Welcome in, Tiger fans, to another week of Inside LSU Basketball, presented by our friends at Community Coffee. Once again this week, we take you inside and behind the scenes of both men and women's basketball as the SEC race, well, it is well underway. So stay with us. A lot coming up on Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Community Coffee.
Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. By Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. Inside LSU Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. This segment of Inside LSU Basketball is brought to you each week by Bud Light.
Welcome back to this week's show. Fans, we all love great offense, and coaches will tell you there are a lot of ingredients that go into good offense when it comes to college basketball. This week, once again, we sit down with head coach Matt McMahon and go inside the film room.
Welcome back in, Tiger fans. Another film room session with head coach Matt McMahon. And coach, we talk a lot about what makes good offense. And more times than not, it's because all 5 guys are doing their job.
Nice pivot here to get the ball moving. Now we get KJ and then extra pass from Juice to Cam for the open rhythm 3. Usually not going to beat people on the first screen, but now here we are getting the ball reversed, and just a great screen from Kendall and a great read by Juice Hill on the roll pass. Was happy for Tyrell to come in and give us a lift here in the first half. So we want to run a stagger screen here to bring him to the top of the key while they're trying to help on Derek in the post. KJ's there to clean it up, and Tyrell steps up and knocks down the 3. But we want to keep the ball moving. And KJ with a great duck in here to seal off the shot blocker, opens up the baseline drive for Adam.
Another visit inside the film room. Hope you'll join us again for head coach Matt McMahon. I'm Chris Blair. So long, everybody.
Ever wonder how they make your Bud Light so crisp and refreshing? It starts with 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Crisp, cold, Bud Light, brewed for great times.
When you find the home you want to buy, choose a mortgage lender that can help you buy it. David Alello with Assurance Financial. David specializes in helping first-time home buyers, offering conventional FHA, VA, RD construction, and jumbo loans. David takes the hassle out of getting a home loan while making you feel right at home. Lending the way you like it. Call David today at 921-8152. That's 921-8152. David Alello with Assurance Financial.
This is LSU. Champions are made here. History is made here. It's 73 degrees, winds are calm, chance of rain, never. And here come your Fighting Tigers of LSU.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, lsushop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, lsushop.net.
This segment of Inside LSU Basketball is brought to you each week by Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU athletics.
Fans, it's great to be outside the home of LSU men and women's basketball, the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. And it's great to have you join us this week on the show. We continue with more behind the scenes for LSU men and women's basketball on Inside LSU Basketball.
I'm not with that. You know, I'm not. You gonna be teaching the math class before long. That's what I'm talking about, man. Student first, bro. Student first. Hey, when I saw that though, I'm telling you, I was rejoicing. I said, my day is done. My day is done. Ace got an A+. The separating skill set is right here. It's between the ears. It's the ability to be a 24-hour pro, not just a pro during those 2 hours of practice or that hour you come before or that hour you come late at night, right? It's what are you eating, your diet, it's how you're treating people that you encounter. It's all these different things. And when all that stuff comes together, that creates those great players. Get to the lines, make sure we're hopping. Yes. Make sure we're humming with it, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then, you know, obviously, you know, we got to make sure we're going full speed on it because coach is going to be locked in, you know what I mean? So let's make sure we're locked in, right? Be humming. I don't like, when we do those drills, they got to be full speed. Coach is going to be evaluating it. We got to make sure we're on point, you know what I mean? So you drop guys in the deep end and slowly but surely they start to figure things out. And when people always say that the game slows down, we obviously know the speed of the game doesn't change, but your ability to kind of receive and understand the information and then apply what you've learned, right? It's a much faster processing system that you have the longer you've been doing something. Same thing if you go to Spain, right? You'll figure it out or you'll starve. Yeah, so if you know that Deep Fountain is trying to stop short in the lane to set the screen to make it harder on Cam to shoot the gap, right? You can steer the screen since you're already here, right? So as he goes to do that, see your guys coming through, you can give him one of those. But, you know, I'm not the tallest, I'm not the most athletic, I'm not the quickest, but yet here I am wanting to compete and participate at the highest levels, which means that I had to have an elite skill set, I had to have a separating skill set, you know, I had to outwork guys. You know, that was kind of my thing. I almost became a coach while I was a player in that respect. And I just love the unseen hours behind the curtain that goes into creating the product that the fans ultimately see on the floor. Game intensity, okay? You got it? We've only got 4 guys going, maybe a 5th guy. Perfect, right? We're gonna start in Irish. Everything we're doing is like a game. If you shoot, you are out, okay? All right, we've already done most of this. Every time, when we hit the shake moment, you can make the decision. We got it? You shoot, you're out. If you don't shoot, you're gonna go to free throw line extended. Like what we have here at LSU, right? We talk about the brand. I mean, not only is it recognizable, you know, everywhere in the world, but I think that the resources are here, the sense of community is here to get behind someone like Coach Mack and what he's going to build and everything that we're going to try to bring to the table here, and it could be a perfect storm. Good sprint. Good. Good coming. Good. Hey, yourself. You got to remember you're an option. So if you turn the corner, right, you're there. He's trailing you, he's out, layup's all yours, right? Let's go back to the shake part. Go right to it, here we go, shake. Behind that, but the most important part is what you pour into these guys every single day, right? We have to take care of the guys that have LSU across their chest now. Yep. And what happens then ultimately everybody else wants to come and be a part of that brotherhood. Hey, freeze it right here, too. It's your responsibility to get inside the scoring area here. We can't operate horse from all the way up here. Shake him if you can, pull it back, and now you're in the scoring. Go get it, Pop, good, pull it back, good, let's go. You know, they're blue-collar type kids. They're workers, and they're good people. And so what we've got is a group that can laugh together, right, that can bond together, that can work together, that can lift each other up. And when you have that, and then you have talent, right, that's the separator. And so what Coach wanted to do was obviously bring in talented players. You need that to win. But high character guys as well, and I think we've done that. Unnecessary turnover, right? So since you got to get outside the lane line anyways, you don't have to rush that pass. It's not pass and run. Outside, you can make a fundamental pass. right? And that's the thing here. We didn't get outside the lane line, we turned it over, so he's going to blow it dead. We're going to talk about that. The extra time you take to take this step will get you on balance to make a good pass. You can't afford inbound turnovers.
A couple of things that struck me. Number one, obviously he's got a reputation for developing players, developing pros, and that's not just Ja Morant, right? That list extends to the Shaq Buchanans, to the Isaiah Cann, to the campaigns, all of these guys at that level. So, I mean, if you have multiple, right, that's not just, that just tells you what his DNA is about. The style of play, his teams played fast and they played free, but yet they were extremely organized, which was something that I had a tremendous amount of respect for, because the ability to allow guys to just go be who they are on the court, that allows them to maximize what they can do, like their efficiencies. They're not always looking over their shoulder and things of that nature. But in order to get to the point where you play free, fast, and structured, man, there's a lot of hours that go into that behind, right? Yeah. So you have to be meticulously organized, well thought out. And these are exact terms to describe Coach Mack. He's unbelievably organized, well thought out, meticulous in how he does things, and he's got a vision for what he wants. It just feels natural. I mean, and that's the welcoming component that Coach Mack has brought. You just kind of already feel a part of it when you arrive, Spin!
Let's go! Spin! Good, here we go. Throwback, good. Good.
But no, I mean, it's just fun. The kids are having fun. I think it's great to have that type of an atmosphere. I think it's important for the players, to understand that, life is bigger than basketball, right? Basketball can't define you. Basketball can't be who you are. It can be what you do. It can be a part of your DNA. But, you have to kind of separate, like, you as a person from you as a basketball player. And I think first and foremost, when you get to know people on that kind of that human level, and you get to understand those interactions and that family atmosphere, that's really when growth can happen, right? Whether you're a young kid who's seeing, us be fathers and things of that nature, or, whether you're growing like me and you just kind of love to be in that type of an atmosphere.
To work.
Stay tuned for more Inside LSU Basketball after the break.
The new year is here, and so is the Ford truck or SUV you've always wanted. New inventory has arrived, and your Southern Quality Ford dealer has a great selection ready for you to choose from. Make the most of this year in a new Ford F-150, or tackle new adventures in a Ford Explorer or Bronco Sport. Hurry, the new year and your new Ford are here. New inventory is here, so don't miss 0% financing plus $1,000 bonus cash on a 2022 F-150. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
Now is the time for new beginnings. For holding each other's hands. For encouraging each other. And for working together. At Woman's, our mission is to improve the health of all women and infants. So today, we're focused on new ways to care for you and keep you safe. Because seeing you healthy and strong is important to us.
At TJ Ribs, we're known as LSU fans, but we're world famous for our baby back ribs. And even though you don't need a reason to crave our fried green tomatoes on a juicy burger, our slow-smoked barbecue chicken, crispy jumbo wings, or Cajun-inspired seafood, you can bet we'll give you one. Get here for game day at TJ Ribs, an official barbecue restaurant sponsor of LSU Athletics.
This is LSU. Champions are made here. History is made here. It's 73 degrees, winds are calm, chance of rain, never. And here come your Fighting Tigers of LSU.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, LSUshop.net.
Back this week on Inside LSU Basketball here on LSU's beautiful campus nearby Mike's Habitat and, of course, the home of LSU basketball, the Pete Maravich Assembly Center. If you haven't taken in a women's basketball game this year, well, let me tell you, you're missing out. Let's go behind the scenes and tell you why you're missing out on the great season so far by Kim Mulkey and LSU women's basketball.
All right, Coach. How is the assimilation, the cohesiveness? How's it all going for you?
Well, it's not there, certainly. You know, our theme for the year is piece it together, and the two obviously is signifying my second year, or our second year at LSU. We have a lot of talent on the floor, but we got to piece it together. We've got kids coming from other programs, high school kids stepping on this college campus for the first time. We've got returning players who will have to play different roles, so we've got to piece it together, and that takes time.
I met Kim when she came to Louisiana Tech as a player. She was 18. I was working already for an insurance company there and was very active as a fan, involved in the Booster Club organization, which led to more of a relationship with Kim. Knew her when she was a player, got to know her probably more when she became an assistant coach and interacted with the Booster Club as well. It was really in a lot of people's mind, and in mine as well, a dream come true. To have that opportunity to become an assistant coach at Baylor, not experienced in the basketball side, but more from a business background, which Kim wanted on her staff, the things of scheduling, with money, with budget, and that's a little touches the tip of the iceberg, but it can be pretty deep, and anything else that might have come up that she thought that I would be able to handle. I didn't come into this with a basketball background other than being a fan and watching the game and loving it. But when you're on Kim Mulkey's staff and you're at practice for 23 years, you do become pretty experienced in how to work and how things are going.
I grew up in Waco. I had made a decision that I wanted to be one of the best strength coaches out there, and that I knew it was going to take monumental sacrifice. I walked into that program knowing that I am not going to leave here without learning as much as possible from a Hall of Fame coach who had already had 2 national championships. I would stand near her on the court just to hear how she would coach or teach and get her point across to an athlete, and how simplified the coaching was, and how that I could take that into the strength conditioning world and apply that as well. All right, well, first and foremost, I'm mic'd up today. Don't make me speak crazy. We'll go over this little quote, and I'll kind of go over the plan for the week this week, all right? So the quote for this week is by Les Brown, one of my favorite motivational speakers. I'm sure Flage knows who that is. I don't have the job description of a strength coach. I have a job description is I'm going to do whatever is needed to be done so that way we can win. Yeah, Angel.
The staff, we have defined roles in a lot of areas, but it's hard to say this is a straight column of what I'm responsible for, because it all overlaps. We're not here without student athletes. People have asked me, well, what is your job? I said, I take care of 15 girls. That's our number one goal, is to make sure that we put them in a position to be successful, both on the court and in the classroom, and to remove obstacles in many cases. What can I do that's going to make their world flow easier and make them be more successful?
Go Tigers! 1, 2, 3! We believe!
Woo! That's 5. I think Coach Mulkey just brings a different level of intensity that not a lot of college coaches, for any sport, can bring. She just always, is on her A game, make sure that she's just bringing out the best in all of us. So it's definitely a different level of passionate and intensity.
But your defensive intensity, you're being in stance, everybody just seemed focused today, okay? It matters to me, Elisa, that you got that one offensive board. It doesn't matter to me that it was 100 points. It matters to me that you played your butt off to reward yourself right there at the end of the game, right? That matters to me. It matters to me because you are a freshman, okay? You're trying to get minutes.
to me. And I mean that. I don't ever try to run the score up on anybody, but when you get an offensive board like that, you go score the ball. All right?
My expectations are that we show up and we do the work. You're here today and you're going as hard as possible and you're giving me everything you got. And if you keep doing that and it builds up day after day, then if you're wanting to win, you're gonna win.
I think that we do have talented players, and we've shown that in our ability to score. I'm also realistic in understanding there's better talent ahead. This team has got to, we've got to allow this team to grow and to become that team that we think they can be.
Out on the field or on the court is where thousands of LSU athletes learn lessons of a lifetime. I know I did.
Learning about hard work, sacrifice, and teamwork makes a huge difference in people's lives.
That's why we're proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics.
Dudley DeBosier is a firm that brings our LSU values to work with us every day.
Because we believe that's how you make a difference in people's lives.
The Dudley DeBosier difference. Demand Dudley DeBosier, official partner of LSU Athletics.
Ever wonder how they make your Bud Light so crisp, then refreshing? It starts with 4 essential ingredients: barley, rice, water, and hops. Crisp, cold, Bud Light, brewed for great times.
Now is the time for new beginnings. For holding each other's hands, for encouraging each other, and for working together. At Women's, our mission is to improve the health of all women and infants. So today, we're focused on new ways to care for you and keep you safe. Because seeing you healthy and strong is important to us.
This is LSU. Champions are made here. History is made here. It's 73 degrees, winds are calm, chance of rain, never. And here come your Fighting Tigers of LSU.
LSU Tigers fans, show your pride with real Tigers gear from the official online store, LSUshop.net. You'll find everything a Tigers fan needs, including jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, and more. With an awesome selection of over 4,100 products, including official team merchandise from Nike, when it comes to Tigers pride, there's only one place real Tigers fans go, LSUshop.net.
I just remember my first session when I decided like this was what I wanted to do. Pops was like, you want to be good, you want to be great. And I was like, I want to be great.
LSU's most decorated female athlete remains Baton Rouge native Simone Augustus.
And for the first time in the history of LSU women's basketball, they are going to the Final Four.
I'd like to see a monument out there next to Shaq's for Simone Augustus.
She's probably one of the greatest players to ever play the game.
Will be attending Louisiana State University.
Number 33, Simone Augustus.
This is just a great opportunity for women in general to be the first female athlete to have her jersey retired.
Our Hall of Fame committee here voted unanimously to officially put a statue on this campus of you. You're going to be the first female.
You know, we're going to make a difference here, for sure, in many different ways. You know, not just a beautiful piece of art, but I think this historical significance of this piece excites me just as much.
being from Baton Rouge and being from Louisiana, it means a lot. And Baton Rouge, this is for you.
Well, we finish up this week. As they say, time flies when you're having fun. We're hoping that you join us again next week as we continue to take you behind the scenes of LSU men and women's basketball. So, for our entire crew, join us next week on Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Community Coffee.
Live from Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, it's LSU women's basketball here on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Williams down the lane, scoops it off the glass and in, and Kentucky needs a timeout. Between her legs, got into the lane, and her shot blocked by Samaya Smith. Lobs it up for Reese. Good catch, easy layup, and it's good for Reese. Poole splits the defender. She's headed to the bucket. Double clutch. Layup good by Poole. 9 to shoot. Poe a double team. So she finds Johnson. Wide open three in the corner.
Right
Give it
out
to
on
her
the
again.
other side. Hey, let's get both of these corners and let's knock it down.
21-point lead, 47-26. Kentucky calls timeout. Threw it to Reese on the right wing, and Reese, instead of panicking and shooting a long three, took it to the bucket.
Beautiful
and laid it in.
patience.
The final score here in Lexington, LSU 67 and Kentucky 48. As tonight, an SEC matchup between your 5th-ranked Fighting Tigers of LSU and the Tigers from Missouri. Now numbers as two players chase it. Gets it left wing. Morris for three. It's good. Morris will take a three again. It's good again. She's drained 3 in a row. To go in the half, and LSU by 12. She'll launch a three again. She got another one, and it's 30-15 LSU. Reese will skip it into the corner. Carson, 3-ball. Carson is good. She's double teamed, so she kicks it out to Morris. Fakes a pass, shoots a three. She got another one. Morris is 5 for 5 on threes. Goes to the right baseline. Pack out, stolen by Reese. She's ahead of the pack. Reese will lay it up and in. And Missouri needs a timeout. And LSU is 17-0 overall. They are 5-0 in the SEC, and they keep the winning streak going with a 77-57 win here tonight in Columbia over the Missouri Tigers.
Inside LSU Basketball, presented by Community Coffee, is brought to you each week by the 7 partners that represent Team LSU. Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. By Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. People's Health, the official health plan of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. Inside LSU Basketball is an exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Television Network. The LSU Sports Television Network is a division of LSU-SP and Playfly Sports Properties.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for me. I'm going to have the time of my life, having the privilege to lead the Tiger basketball program.
We just respect the past and embrace the future.